So have you ever showed up with the skills, the degree, the work ethic, but still you were made to feel less than? Welcome, beautiful soul. My name is Brittany P. Have you ever been in a place where you felt like you were meant for more, but couldn't quite define what that looks like or the direction to get there? So let's rewind back to August of this year when I was laid off. I remember sitting in my car. My heart was heavy and I was constantly replaying back the times that I felt significantly overlooked. Showing up, doing the job, receiving the accolades here and there, no promotion. I think that's a lot of our stories this year. I think 2025 is definitely an eye-opener. I want to say what did it for me, that I was truly living in survival mode for a very long time. Like, I had gotten comfortable with paying bills, showing up to a job, hoping for promotion, working hard, and over time my value was depreciating. Like, now that I think back on that, that is really crazy. Like, in hindsight, the job had become my life, trading time and working hard in hopes of a promotion. Everyone has gifts, we have these skill sets, but just like the laws of gravity and, the laws of physics, I feel like there's laws to this success realm. I'm praying to God, like, it has to be more to life than this, just paying bills, coming to work. And it's one thing if you really like your job, like, kudos to you. But it's one thing when the work becomes so redundant, you're like, oh my gosh, what's next? I just want to learn and grow. I promise you, Jesus said it as clear as day. You are thinking wrong about time and values. I have equipped you with experience that no one can take from you. I have equipped you with a toolkit that no one can take from you. No one can validate because I gave it to you. Over time, I have just come to realize that sometimes God will allow you to become so delusional in your way of thinking, following the people that He never asked you to follow or look up to, that you will lose yourself. You will lose yourself in your own plans and not even realizing you're your own demise because of what you choose to believe. Because at the end of the day, actions follows the belief realm. So sis, I'm here to tell you, sometimes God will allow doors of comfort to close in order for you to get real with yourself and be honest about the plans that He's putting on your heart. And I think a lot of times, women of faith, when we hear this, we instantly think starting up a ministry in a church. But a lot of times God is trying to work through what we actually do in our day-to-day, whether you're in sales, marketing, communication. There are so many different forms of ministry that just shows up in you through character and how you treat people. I think a lot of times we try to separate that, and we don't have to. And let me say something else too. When you start activating in what God is calling you to do, nothing goes to waste. So let me be clear. When I was working a job, I was very limited on the creative process and the strategy, design, and a lot of things that I wanted to implement. It just was rejected. It wasn't rejected. It was rejected from me, but it was later on used by somebody else. We're not gonna go there. But the point that I'm making is that God has equipped you with everything that you need through your experiences. What happens over time is that people, it could be people in your family, it could be friends, it's usually people that's very close to you, that will try to deter you from that, because it's the audacity of you to dream. It's the audacity of you to flow in your creative realm and you light up. It's a jealousy and an envy that comes with that. You have to protect the vision that God is giving you, and you must get around like-minded people. So, although I digress, but the point that I'm making with this creative space is that God is not punishing you. He released you from the old version of yourself and those old dreams that you may have had, which were not bad, but it wasn't in true alignment. And He's getting you out of this comfort zone in order to build you, because let's be real. You really come to know who you are when your faith is being tested. I did a video, how to trust God when life gets crazy, and that video has stood the test of time, and I will put that link below if you just need some encouragement. But a lot of times God will allow you to become uncomfortable, and because that's when the new you is developing. That's when all these skill sets that have lied dormant within you over time, it begins to resurface. You begin to find this newfound peace, your value, everything that makes you you. God is trying to use you and bless you in the process. We are on this clarity journey, okay? And I'm going to be asking you some very concrete, specific questions starting now. You ready? You may want to write this down. Take a deep breath. When did you stop believing you were qualified for more? And who stripped that from you? Like who? Let's talk about these little value strippers. You know, they just be coming and just stripping your value. You ain't called for that. God didn't tell you to do that. Like, let's evaluate who's in your circle. Now, if you have a good circle, kudos to you. That is a blessing. You need encouraging people, and you also need people that's gonna keep it real with you too. You don't want someone telling you what you want to hear all the time. Make sure you have that real friend in your corner. Question number 2. How long have you been showing up for a job that stopped showing up for you? Now, if you are working, don't quit your day job. That's not what I'm saying. Evaluate where you are in your job and what needs to be the next step. You know, get into that clarity flow. Pray, seek wisdom, and let God speak to your spirit. What parts of me have I silenced just to stay professional? Be honest. How much peace have you traded just for the illusion of stability? Pay attention to what you keep trying to bury alive. God is speaking to you. Pay attention to that. Stop suppressing it. It's trying to work in your favor. What if the push out wasn't rejection, but redirection? Oh, just keep in mind, sis, that this season, when it comes to understanding where you are, God is trying to get you to build in a place of clarity, not chaos. So if this message resonated with you, the Clarity Blueprint Journal is officially out. Go check that out on Amazon today. And also, if you are a little hesitant, which is okay, you can get your free sample journal in the link, wherever that link is. So go check it out. And if it resonates with you, you know where to get it. And if not, share your feedback. I'm always looking to revise and get better because my mission is to serve you. All right, beautiful soul. I will see you on the next video. This is going to be such an exciting journey. You hear me?